a classic weapon, the Siegebreaker, the Scar from Battle Royale. When I came over to save the world from Battle Royale, this was such a nice, familiar sight, a weapon that was actually familiar to me in some way, and it's actually not that bad. All right, in the early game, it's actually really good. It'll do just fine, and in the end game, it definitely falls off. It's not the top best AR, but it's in the conversation for the top 10 ARs. Link to that video down below. We're gonna be covering it with a basic crit build, you know, water element, and of course, Affliction is amazing. Super standard, totally rocking out build. Sledge in the lead just to crit as hard as we can, totally rocking out to crit more often, salt damage to do more damage, assault ammo recovery, and finally, real simple, locked and reloaded, so that every time we reload, we do more damage. That's pretty much it. Let's hop in game and enjoy this weapon. One edit, I'm going to be swapping Fumble to Wafers just so that we can activate it whenever we want. All right, got some Wafers. Let's go up against a Taker, all right? See what kind of damage you do versus a Mista. Oh, wow. Yeah, you know, not gonna lie, for a weapon that's meant to be kind of a beginner's best friend, pretty solid damage. All right, let's not eat a wafer. Maybe we murder up all the baby enemies first, pop a quick reload. Yeah, that damage is actually really, really good. I'm not gonna lie. All right, here we go. What about a smasher? All right, pop a wafer. 1v1, let's go. Wow, that's actually really good consistent damage. I think the fire rate is really what's helping this weapon. Like, it just pumps out damage after damage. I'm liking it. All right, classic test. Focus on the nurse, see how fast we can. Okay, this is crazy. You know, I went into this video thinking, yeah, it's pretty good, I guess. Siegebreaker, you know, number 10 AR in the game. One of the better ones, but not really. But damn, I'm honestly kind of impressed right now. I know Totally Rockin' Out's carrying a lot here, but still, I've seen a lot of weapons perform in this game with and without Totally Rockin' Out, and that is performing pretty well. Totally Rockin' Out or no, that's doing good. That's doing good stuff. Easy cleanup. Let's go get the defense started. I think we saw what we needed to see here. And the defense begins. Let's see what we got here. I put down just a couple of traps, hopefully to activate Totally Rockin' Out more often. And oof, wow, that activated really early. That's some great damage. Like, honestly. I was just using the Nocturno recently. I did make a video on that. It's probably up by now. Link that down below. If it's not, then stay tuned. But either way, I was kind of impressed by that damage, which shouldn't surprise me. The Nocturno and the Siegebreaker have almost identical stats. Nocturno has like an extra crit damage perk, and that obviously that Boom 6 perk that does so much damage. But this is great, actually. I'm really, really liking this. I don't think anybody was, well, nobody was buffing me. I was out on my own. I maybe haven't used this weapon in a while. I don't know. Obviously, Sledgehammer in the lead, Totally Rockin' Out is going to go a long way for any weapon, but all things considered, I'm impressed. So, basically who this video is for is the noob who might be getting the Siegebreaker in regular missions, might be seeing it as a reward, maybe coming out of your llamas, and it might be a weapon that you've, you know, been ignoring. Even if you're a late game player who's just sort of ignored the Siegebreaker as a mediocre AR, hey, if you're ever bored playing this game, just remember there are a lot of weapons in Fortnite Save the World, and there are a lot of different ways to play the game besides what might be deemed the best, and trying out a weird weapon every once in a while might make the game a lot more interesting. And it can be weird that something as standard as a Siegebreaker can be considered weird, but that's personally how I see the game. Like, I try so many weird loadouts all the time that it makes it, you know, boring for me to use something that's considered normal. Like, I'm always using something different. In fact, this Fun 160s playlist, link down below if you guys want to check out more weird fun loadout. This is not even that weird of a loadout. It's full of loadouts that are kind of off the wall, off meta, trying something new. And I've been praising weapons like the Nocturno, the Thrasher, for example. The Thrasher, I've been praising the Thrasher for so long. It's one of the best SMGs in the game, if not the best SMG in the game. And I don't think I've ever made a specific video featuring it besides the best perks. I'll link that down below, but it's just crazy, you know? It's Xenon Bow too. I did finally cover the Xenon Bow in the Double Crit Damage series, Double Crit Damage, and I made a video with Zenith, but that wasn't really so much about the Xenon Bow as it was about Zenith. So yeah, these really standard weapons that people might use on a daily basis become strange to me, just from my perspective, and it's kind of ironic how it can be so fun to use something so mundane again. But there are a lot of I was about to say, never mind. That is so strong. That's just surprising me so much. Like, I was about to say, like, this is killing so much quicker than I recall. This is reminding me of the Gravedigger video. Link to that down below. Maybe it's the skin I'm using right now that, like, make this look like a Halloween weapon. I don't know if that's related at all. I'll bet it's not, but Yeah, we're totally rocking out active. It's killing even faster yet. That is so snug. Wow. I'm impressed. And honestly, I'm glad because I really like this weapon. I think these... Ah, I was trying to sneak it over there and heal from behind the wall. Thank you, teammate. I was hoping this weapon would be this good because I like the feel of it. I like the look, the sound. I like the way it reloads. It's a weapon that's very, very satisfying to use. It used to be my favorite weapon set, ARs and SMGs, for a long, long time. And I stopped using them because other weapons are just way more powerful. Shotguns are stupid strong. Launchers are really good. A lot of the bows, I mean, by a lot of the bows, I mean like the Vacuum Dew bow and the Xenon bow and the Cloud Burst do such great area of effect damage and are also satisfying to use in their own right that I kind of just stopped using these more basic, you know, bullets hitting enemies weapons. You know, with the Siegebreaker here, you can see it's very little crowd clearing on this weapon. You know, you can ping enemies one at a time, let affliction tick away. It's not that bad, but it's not necessarily a crowd clearer. And I mentioned shotguns earlier, and I know that they don't really crowd clear, but shotguns kill so many enemies so fast that they do perfectly fine. And these more straightforward weapons used to be my kind of favorite. And seeing that one that I could just apparently have such a different opinion about it, it's very remarkable. I enjoy that a lot because, you know, it happens where you use a weapon one time, a long time ago, perhaps with Blast in the Past or not that strong of a loadout, and you just sort of write it off as not that great. You know, maybe a puff effect comes in on stream and it makes you think, hey, wait a second, I haven't used a Siegebreaker in a while, and that's actually what inspired this video today. Somebody commented in the stream, or they did like a loadout redeem, and they said to use a Siegebreaker, and I thought, that sounds fun. It's been a while. I will use the Siegebreaker. And now, again, I might have rose-colored goggles or whatever you want to call it. I think that's for, like, nostalgia. I think the phrase I'm referring to is like, ooh, Ricochet. All right, so I am taking Ricochet from this. That's not good. This kind of punishes strong weapons. Let's do this. Let's eat that and use a minigun. Yeah, miniguns can crit, by the way. So aim for the head and just go for it. Oh, look at that. Look at that beautiful damage output. That is how you deal with a Ricochet mini-boss. A pot shot is how you kill yourself on a mini-boss. Yeah, I think Archer's dead now because of that. Good job, Archer. But yeah, anyway, somebody suggested the Siegebreaker, and I thought, that's a great idea. If you guys ever want to suggest a loadout, you know, comment down below. Or, you know, hang out in the streams, Twitch link down below. It's always a great way to get in my head because I'm always trying to make new videos on new weapons. You guys know I do a lot of weapon showcases if you guys have been around for a while, and it's just it's fun. It's fun. And it's funny because this weapon is pretty straightforward. You know, you point at an enemy and you pull the trigger. It doesn't give me a ton to talk about other than echoing the exact same sentiment I had from the beginning that, oh my gosh, this weapon impressed me, but it's fun to use, you know? It's kind of like how I enjoy playing Breath of the Wild so much. It's a very enjoyable, relaxing exploration game. It doesn't make it fun to stream, but I still want to showcase this weapon in some way. So maybe I can, maybe I can think of ways to make these weapons more entertaining other than, you know, hanging out with you guys while I slay stuff. But you know what? If you're just eating some cereal in the morning, getting ready for the day, I'll bet you don't mind. You're just warming up, getting ready. You know, one of those casual videos. It's not a grand reveal. It's just, hey, remember the Siegebreaker? Maybe we should check it out. Let's go play a mission together. I kind of like that feeling of these videos. Makes them very relaxing, you know? Makes them nice and chill. Just killing things over and over. I have died in games so much today. I don't know why that keeps happening. I'm probably just out of practice. Too much Breath of the Wild. I know, Tears of the Kingdom is out, and yet I'm replaying Breath of the Wild, and it's awesome. It's amazing. I'm having a great time. And this is a weapon that I enjoy using. You know, honestly, next time I'm streaming this game, I might just pull out the Siegebreaker. That's one of those loadouts I use just all the time. Like, that's the kind of thing I do on stream. There are, like, certain loadouts that I very much enjoy. Like, the Flash AC build. I've plugged it a million times. I'm doing it again. The Crow's Nest video, link to that down below. One of my favorite loadouts. I bust it out whenever I'm not really recording a video because it's just so satisfying. Click, boom, click, boom, click, boom. Now that's less of a casual video. That's more of an exciting one. Just constant carnage the entire time. That's a beautiful, beautiful loadout right there. This one, it does the job. It does the job. But, you know, bullets hitting an enemy. What else do you want me to say? I'll see you guys next time. Just a casual showcase. Reminding you guys that the Siegebreaker exists. It might be better than you remember. If you enjoyed, leave a comment. Subscribe for more. See you guys in the next one. And thanks for watching. And then